Welcome to Yin Yoga, exploring the caves. My name is Travis Eliot. If you're new to the channel, founder of Interdimension Yoga, a monthly streaming platform. In this class, we're going to focus on exploring the caves of the body with an emphasis on some forward bends and some twists. So have your props ready if you like. And now, let's begin. All right, welcome to your Yin Yoga, exploring the caves practice. We're gonna start this off in one of my favorite, most relaxing Yin poses of all time. Sliding the knees back and coming all the way down onto your belly, your stomach. Stacking the hands on top of each other as you flare the elbows open. And then you're gonna bend the right knee about 90 degrees and slide that right leg forward so your right knee's in alignment with your right hip. And then you're gonna turn the gaze over to the right. Imagine your hands are kind of like a pillow here, and you're just gonna rest the left side of your face right on top of that pillow. And then take a big deep inhale through the nose. And then out the mouth, exhale, let it go. And just allow your body to be supported by the ground, by the earth. Allow the eyes to close. And in the same way that there's a force of gravity that's pulling us all down on this planet Earth, there's also a force that exists within, and when we close our eyes and we yield to this force, it pulls us deep into the inner caves of source, of centeredness, and of our truest essence of who we are. But if you fight it, if you resist it, then you don't access those deeper inner dimensions. And this is why the wise say, the more you let go, the deeper you drop in. And when you let go a little, you'll drop in a little bit, but when you let go a lot, you'll drop in a lot. So see if you can feel yourself letting go throughout the musculature of the body. And also letting go within your mind. And allow that force of pratyahara to pull you deep into the inner caves of solitude and the inner retreat. And let's do the same thing on the other side. So extend the right leg back. Maybe stack the other hand on top. Slide the left knee, left leg forward. Turn the gaze over to the left. And continue to melt in. Take a last few breaths there. Good, and then slowly extend the left leg back behind you. Bring head and neck back to neutral. Slide the hands back by the ribs and then gently press your way back up onto those knees. And then from here, crawl the knees forward, cross the feet behind you, and release down into the sit bones, and then extend your left leg straight out in front of you. Bring the sole of the right foot to your inner left thigh. We're going to rotate the upper body over to the right, so about 45 degrees, setting up for angled half butterfly. And then as you're ready, you'll just begin to allow the torso to dip down. I'm going to use my block here to go underneath the forehead to just support the weight of the head, so feel free to grab your block if you have one. And as you fold down, getting into the inner thighs and getting into the groin. And then keep the torso down low and slowly crawl yourself over by your left leg, coming into half butterfly straight, and then just folding out over that left leg as we continue to explore the yin side of things. Power yoga is like climbing up the mountain. Yin yoga is like exploring the caves deep inside of the mountain. And so much of this practice is about moving from the known into the unknown, from certainty into uncertainty in the mystery. And as the prolific author Joseph Campbell said, the caves that you feared to enter holds the treasures that you seek. So very often encoded within our fear, if we can have the courage to move through that, to make it to the other side, we acquire the very treasure that allows us to realize and fulfill our potential. So much of the path, the practice of yoga is about exploring the fear and transforming that into courage, transforming weakness into strength, transforming suffering into healing, transforming the darkness into the light. Beautiful. Ease your way all the way back up. And then from here, you're gonna bend your left knee so the left foot's flat on the ground. You're gonna take your right knee and aim that forward towards the top of the mat. And then we'll reach down, we'll grab that left ankle, and we'll lift the foot up and cross it over top the right knee, right thigh. Then the left fingertips onto the floor behind you. The right arm's just gonna wrap around that left leg there. And you're gonna turn into a little yin seated twist here. Once you get settled, you understand the position and the shape, feel free to close the eyes and just be in that witness perspective, just watching and witnessing poses as they come and go, the breath as it comes and goes, the sensations, the constellation of sensations as they appear and then inevitably disappear. And you can see with mindfulness how all of this is so ephemeral and fleeting. So you just rest in that witness, consciousness, sometimes described as the one who knows or the one who sees. Give that one last little twisting squeeze. Turn the gaze forward, slowly uncoil out of the twist. And then from here, we'll extend the right leg out. We'll bring the left ankle on the right knee, and then we'll bend the right foot underneath the left knee, setting up for the fire log. If you want, you could cross your left shin in front of your right shin. And then when you're ready, just folding over and down. Good. Slowly exit out of the fire log. And as you're ready, extend those legs out in front of you. Give that a moment to let the blood just have an opportunity to move and settle. And then we'll do the same series on the other side. So this time, right leg stays out in front. You'll bring the sole of the left foot high up to your inner right leg, right thigh. You'll rotate the upper body over to the left about 45 degrees. And then you'll crawl out between the inner legs, the inner thighs, getting into the inner legs, the groin. Angled half butterfly. Then keeping the torso down low, slowly crawl over by the right leg. Reach the hands out. If it's available for you, grab the foot, but you can also use your hands on your shin or towel around the foot, whatever feels right. And then just begin to melt over and down into half butterfly. There's an old Taoist saying that says, the wise have always retreated into the mountains, not to escape life, but to see it more clearly. So often when we step out of the rat race of life and we slow down and we give ourselves a break, a retreat, and we can step back into the flow of things and we can see things more clearly with a fresh, new perspective. And so in a similar way, we step away from all the busyness and chaoticness of our life by getting onto our mat, moving through our yoga and our meditation practices, taking a little retreat, not to escape life, but to ultimately be able to see life more clearly, especially all the blessings that exist within our lives, so that our mind isn't dwelling in the negative. The mind can see the beauty and the wonder of all things, especially the simple things. The sunrise, a sunset, a loved one smiling, that first breath that you take when you step outside. Very often the simple things are the things that go most overlooked. You talk to people on their deathbed and to them those things aren't so simple, they're pretty magnificent. Slowly ease your way up. And then now right foot flat, right knee to the sky. Aim your left knee forward. Grab your right foot, lift it up, cross it over that left knee. This time, right fingertips onto the floor behind you, and then left arm will wrap around that right leg, coming into that seated twist. Give that one last little squeeze. Turn the gaze forward, slowly unravel out of the twist. And then from here, you'll extend the left leg out towards straight, right ankle on the left knee. And then left foot bends underneath that right knee. And then fire log pose on the other side. Nice, you guys. Slowly ease your way up out of fire log. And then extend the legs straight out in front of you. And take the arms, float those up above you as you inhale. And then forward fold, caterpillar as you exhale. Just melting over and down. Awesome. Slowly ease your way up out of the caterpillar. And then come to a comfortable seated or kneeling position. And we'll finish this practice with a special mudra called Shamukhi Mudra, in alignment with that theme of going within, exploring the cave. So you'll take your index finger to the upper eye, second finger to the bottom eye right above the eyelash, ring finger to the bottom corners of the nostrils. So far symbolic of shutting down the sense of sight and smell. So you'll close the nostrils about halfway, 50% or so. Little finger will come to the corners of the mouth or close the mouth, symbolic of shutting down the sense of taste. And then finally, lastly, thumbs to that cartilage right there at the inner ear, and you'll press the cartilage down into the ear canal, shutting down the sense of hearing. Allow the elbows to draw down a little bit so you're soft in the shoulders, and just take about maybe half a minute or so here, really coming into that pratyahara, moving deep in. And now relax the hands down on top of your knees, palms to the sky, eyes still closed. Just allowing everything to seep in. Bring the hands to prayer position in front of the chest, in front of the heart. Much health, much wealth, much love to you. Namaste. All right, I hope you enjoyed exploring the caves of the body and the mind. Drop a comment down below and let me know how your practice was. And if you haven't already, please remember to hit that YouTube subscribe button. If you like this style of practice, highly recommend checking out my 8-week Yin Yoga program called Flexibility and Beyond, which is streaming at Inner Dimension Yoga. This is a powerful 2-month Yin Yoga journey. That's available by clicking on that link below, where you can start your 10-day free trial for Inner Dimension. Hope to see you there. Till next time, see you then.